Yo! Basically, this video's got swear words in, and it kind of makes sense to leave them in on this because it's a look into the slippery slope of the depression that is owning a Nissan Silvia and having unqualified people work on your cars. So if you don't like swearing, just mute it and keep watching. Cheers, bye. Yo, what's up everybody, and welcome to a new video. You join me and Grace. This
Hello,
is Grace.
everyone.
Welcome to the channel, Grace. Like she would have been in it earlier, but I haven't got around to finishing the previous video, so welcome.
YouTuber life, you know.
It's just
on the grind.
Honda suck. We've got the Nissan on the trailer and we are heading up to Huxley Motorsport today because we're finally getting the new Rollcage put in. And I thought it's only fair that if anybody hasn't gone and checked out my friend's Low Origin podcast and listened to why the Rollcage got taken out, I'm going to link that down below so you can go and listen to that in its entirety. But I'm going to give you a brief. I don't want to throw anyone under a bus. I want to give full disclosure that I got my money back and I was compensated too. They've replaced some stuff that got damaged while they were doing it, but I feel like I owe my audience an explanation for why the cage got taken out and the whole situation on how it come to be and etc, etc. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So at least we're on that page. So
I was just looking at the lorries.
no, it's fine. I get so nervous when it's a lorry.
I know that's what I was doing.
So
You'll see my worried face like, oh fuck.
I'm not going to mention any names. If you don't know where I took it, I'm not going to once again say. Like I said, you can go listen to the Low Origin podcast. I was meant to have the car booked in with Huxley originally, and then ended up going to this other place because obviously I'm friends with the people that run it, and I'm really close with one of them. So I was like, well, I want to give the guys a chance, you know. I got told that he'd been doing BMW roll cages, and I even got this in video to say that he'd been doing BMW roll cages and working on race cars for 10 years. And that's what I was sold it as. I was told that he was the guy, you know, the boy. And this is just from my, I should say this is from my side. The story is from my side, right? So it's like, not like, it might not be complete fact, it's my reality. Does that make sense when I say that?
Yeah.
Like, you know, this is how I've experienced it, whereas they might have experienced it differently, but
It's two sides to the story.
yeah, so you're getting my side. Drop the car down there. Off camera, I said, like, all I want is the cage to be safe. I don't really care about all the gussets and stuff. On camera, I just say, yeah, gussets everywhere, just being me, you know, on YouTube or whatever. Like, fucking gussets everywhere, fucking it'll be sick. All this sort of shit. So left the car with him, and I was getting all these updates, but I was going on holiday. I was like on my way to go on holiday, so I was getting all ready for that. And I knew the car, I'd going to be collecting the car before I go. I knew we were going to be painting it yellow and all this sort of stuff. And I was excited, and I was getting loads of photos sent to me, but in my defence, I don't build roll cages. Like, I've never ever built roll cages. I don't know how they go together. I don't know how the welding's meant to be done on them. Like, I'm a very basic level welder, so it's like, this is why I was paying somebody else to do it. Otherwise, I'd just done it myself. I was getting all these updates, and then I sent some pictures to a couple of my friends. One who I obviously went on holiday with, and he sent me a print screen bit back going, I think this bit's a worry, I think you should message him about it. And it was where the top bars connected, they hadn't been welded up properly and they didn't fit properly. And I just thought it was a mock-up. I was like, nah dude, I'll wait until we get the car back, and then I'll worry about it then, we'll have a proper look around it. So I go down, pick it up, and obviously cover up all the mount points to do all the things. I didn't really check them out, but the bends in the poles looked great. Like, they did look good, so it was like, well, I trusted them, so it was just like, whatever, we'll put it on, we'll get it painted. I wanted to get that done and go home because, like, I was there for 2 days. I took 2 days out of work to do it, 2 days away from my dog, so it was just like, I want to get home, I want this done with. Let's paint it, let's finish it. I didn't look at it at all, and this is where my mistake was. I trusted, like, his skill level. We painted it, chucked all the car back together, and I took it home. And I'm not gonna lie, I got it off the trailer and I went and put it straight in a barn. I was like, it's going away for a little while. I'm going on holiday. We're going to garage space, blah blah blah. Then while I was away on holiday, one of my friends that is a top level welder, he sent me a print screen with it circled, going, if this is in your car, get it out. So I then rang the guy who put the roll cage in, and I said, look, I've got the guys saying that this is dangerous. I obviously I didn't want to spoil the surprise, but I want to eventually go in a drift cup and compete. So I was like, well, the cage doesn't comply to regulations, which is what I needed, and I had sent him the BDC rules. So it would be like, right, okay, it's a BDC cage, it will be work fine in drift cup. So he was like, well, don't worry, I'll come down, it's my reputation at stake as well, and I'll cut them out and weld new ones in. And I hung up the phone. And then I thought, oh, I just spat. That was so disgusting. Gross. Sorry, my mouth's getting a bit dry now. if he's going to weld new ones in, how is he going to do a complete weld around the top? Because the cage is in, you can't drop it down. And then it went through my head was, well, how the frig is this this mated to the car? Like, I can't remember ever seeing any boxes. Now, I didn't look closely. That's my fault completely. When you're around someone with all their friends there, you don't want to start picking faults. I didn't even want to look in case there were any faults, because obviously I love this car, I love it with all my heart. I said to Lewis, who was with me on holiday, I said, do you mind, when we get home, instead of jetting straight off, we go look at the car? So he said, yeah, that's fine. We then drove up to the unit straight after landing, and he checked the back mounts, I checked the front ones, and we both just said, no, this is not safe. Like, we both said it at the same time. I was like, dude, look at how these front bits are mounted. I'm probably going to be overlaying some photos on the screen now, just so you guys understand I wasn't being dramatic. We then checked for the welds, and they weren't full 360-degree welds anywhere in the car. The top bars had only been tack welded in. The welds were messy and hadn't blown all the way through anyway. The way that it had been mounted through my dash would have took my legs out if I'd have had an impact. Now think what I do with the car, I drift, and we only had it done so that if someone impacted me from the side, I would be safe. If we roll it, it would be safe. In this case, we rolled it, I'd have been and you would have been stabbed by these massive metal things. Our legs would have been collapsed in by the other one. It was not a safe roll cage. Now, even if it was a bit messy, but still would have been safe, I would have said okay, but it wasn't. Like the bends looked great, but the gussets looked terrible, and I realised that all of these gussets had only been put in to cover up the other welds. I'm sorry for having to make this video now. That's from my side of the story. I did ring him and I said, you need to come and either refund me and I'll get someone to take it out, or you need to come and take it out. And he come and took it out, but unfortunately then, when he's cut it out, he cut through my wiring loom and sprayed metal spray all over my windscreen. So now the windscreen's pretty messed up on the Silvia, as is the wiring loom's been put back together by us. Like, I think Dan tidied it up for me, but they also blew holes in my rear arches when they put the plates down. You can actually see through my rear arch on the passenger side as well when you take the wheel off. They cut out loads of the actual car metal as well. So up here, this has all been cut out. The bit in the back, I had to have Dan tidy up. Once again, probably post some photos up, but that's the story with the roll cage. That's why it had to come out. I haven't fell out with anybody. I like to remain a gentleman. I feel it's the only way to act in this life, because you can kick off, you can scream and shout and make a fuss, but realistically, you're not getting anywhere. I would still talk to the chap that did it. I have no hard feelings. Obviously, I'm gutted that my car's been ruined. I'm gutted that I've had to replace a load of stuff that didn't need replacing. I just want to say as well, me and Bocca have not fallen out. We are still very close friends. He has been nothing but an absolute gentleman in replacing everything I've asked for, getting me extra money back when I didn't even ask for it. Like, I have no bad blood between me and Bocca at all. I still consider him a brother, one of my best friends. So, you know, these things happen in life. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. There are no hard feelings. It is just a metal box. I'm still safe, thankfully. We didn't have an accident with it being as dodgy as it was. I just highly advise, do not use them as roll cage people. He's not qualified to do it. Don't do it. As you can tell, I'm taking it to Huxley now. There are other places that are qualified for this, but just double check. You're not just going there off of a name because someone's recommended it. Do your own research. That's where I messed up. I don't want it to sound sour. Do I sound sour?
No.
Okay, good. She said I don't sound sour, so...
Constructive criticism, we'll go with that.
Okay, I think that's all we need. To stay on the matter, it's out. I've got my money back. We're going to take it to Huxley now. Huxley's going to do a savage job. I can feel it already. I'm excited.
Worth the wake up call at what?
Get me out of bed early.
6.
But yeah, it'll be good. It's worth it. We've made it down to Huxley Motorsport now. Thank you, Huxley, for taking this in with all the stuff that's happened. But I have a lot of faith in you. So
best, get it done.
Get it done.
Strong, better than what was in there.
And make it safe.
And make it safe.
And look cool as well. So
yeah.
Sick. So we're gonna have a little chat, and then we'll bounce out your way.
Yeah, man.
Just want to show people we've got it here. Cool. So, we're still here, just chatting, talking about what the car's gonna be like. He's got some nice stuff in here. He's got the Team Busting Loose cars just here, and then this is the body kit you made, right?
Yeah, this is the HM Sports S15 body kit.
When's the S15 one coming out?
It ain't, because
why not?
The guys smashing them up. No, there was talks about it, but the S14 kit wasn't a big seller.
No.
So
it's a shame because it looks really cool.
Yeah, it's nice. It's got that nice sort of flair, and it actually runs a little bit lower than the other kits, so you can get away with it making it look fake.
The fake glow, yeah.
But the BMW kits is what bring the money in.
Yeah. I might hit you up for one. Can I hit you up for one or Ali? Is it Ali your dealer?
You can hit either of us up.
Okay, cool.
Ali's probably the better person to get it to you.
Okay, cool.
Probably better off going through.
Sweet. So we've also got Huxley's current personal project, yeah?
Yes.
And it's a 66 Ford Galaxy. I only know that because you just told me, but we don't have to tell them that, do we?
Yeah, 66 Ford Galaxy, station wagon, 20 ever made right-hand drive from Canada.
Right-hand drive, look at that. That is so cool.
57 BMW diesel fitted.
And what do they come in?
330D.
Oh, it's a fast one. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's 3 litre. That's all running. That's all basically in now.
Mad.
There's still loads of bits to do, and yeah, currently making dashboard and all sorts of stuff for it.
Sick.
Gonna be done in about a month.
A month, awesome. Alright, time to leave the old girl. We're gonna go home. Alright, Hux, see you in a couple of weeks.
Enjoy your 5-hour drive.
Fuck off. See you later. Okay, so we're all done. Grace, thank you for joining me on this journey. We've got the way home now.
We've got about 5 hours left.
Yeah, we could be here for a very long time. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the explanation on the roll cage. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what Hux does. It's going to be really similar to Dan Joyce's cage. If anybody's seen that in previous videos, that's that. Right, should we go?
Let's go.
Right, see you later, guys. Please subscribe. I'll see you later. Peace.